So if a narcissist blocks you, does that mean that it's over? Like, what is like, does that mean that you can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that it's all over and done with? You ain't got to worry about them no more. This is it. What does it mean when a narcissist blocks you? Right? That's what we're talking about today. Of course, if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist myself, and I give you the inside look at the mind of a narcissist. And y'all, we're going to hop right into it. The old blocking narcissist. Now, if you have any familiarity with narcissistic abuse, then you know most people will tell you that when a relationship ends and you're trying to go no contact, then you should block the narcissist, right? If possible. If y'all don't have kids, if y'all don't have any type of connections, like blocking them can help you heal. But what you don't hear a lot about is what happens when a narcissist blocks you. When they block you, what does that mean? Like, what the hell is going on in their minds? Is it all over and done with when they block you? Is blocking on from their end, is that the exclamation point at the end of the relationship? Now, if a narcissist blocks you, it can go a few different ways, right? So could it mean that they're absolutely done with you? Yeah, it could mean that. Let's be real. If they block you, it could absolutely mean that they're over, that the relationship is over and done with. You ain't got to worry about them no more. Like, this is it. This is done. There's nothing else you got to worry about. Like, they're finished, whatever the case may be. That's what it could mean, right? But always a but, isn't it? Big old but. Big old but. That's not going to be the truth all the time, right? There are a big sector of narcissists that will block you to be done with you, right? Because that's all they know how to do. They'll block you, be done with you, because they don't want you to see what they have going on. There's a few different reasons, right? They'll block you because they have a new supply and they don't want you to see the new supply, right? They'll block you because they're moving, or they're putting a smear campaign on you on Instagram or Facebook or wherever they at. They'll be on Reddit smearing you. They'll have a whole Reddit thread with your name and be lying and smearing the hell out of you. It could be like a subreddit of a smear campaign, right? of what they're doing and what they're saying to other people about you. That could absolutely be true, what's going on. Because there are, like I said, there are a big sector of narcissistic people out there that do feel this way. They absolutely have that mentality that they need to block you in order so you can't see anything because they're completely done with you, right? They don't want you to see what they have going on. You're just blocked and whatnot. And so, yeah, let's be real. Sometimes, yeah, the relationship doesn't even have to be over for them to block you. Some of y'all might still be with your narcissistic partner right now and living with them, married with them, and be blocked in the same household. They got you blocked because you too nosy. Facebook ruins our relationships. Let's just we don't need to, look, we married. We don't need to be friends on Facebook. What are you talking about? We don't need to follow each other on Instagram just because we're married. That's childish. Why we don't need to share it. We don't need TikTok. We don't need to follow each other on TikTok because why? We don't need each other's Snapchats. What the hell are we doing? We don't need that. That's for other people. We don't need that. Sometimes you'll be with them and blocked because more than likely they're hiding something. Now, you might, on the off chance, you might get a narcissist that's not into social media, which, you know, to each their own. But some of them be hiding stuff. Why y'all living with them? They be hiding you. They be hiding everything. Look, you be blocked. You the only person in their family or your family that's blocked. Well, sometimes they'll go through and block your whole family. But yeah, they be blocking you to hide stuff. They want to hide things. They don't want you to see what's actually going on. So yeah, sometimes you'll be with them and blocked in the same household. And does this happen to quite a few people? Yeah, it does. There are a lot of people out there who get blocked while y'all living together. That sucks, right? You know what I mean? When you get blocked when you live with this person, it does suck. So I say that to say this right here. If you're dealing with a narcissistic person, blocking doesn't always mean the end. Because sometimes they block you so you can't block them. Like sometimes they will absolutely block you so that they have the power and control over the situation. Because they know if you block them, if you block me, that it's going to be harder for me to contact you, right? So I need to be the one who blocks you first. So I block you, That means I can unblock you at any time, message you, peek at your stuff if it's public, and block you again. You might be none the wiser, right? Now Facebook is different. Facebook don't like you playing those games because so Facebook, if you block somebody, unblock them, I think you gotta wait 48 hours to reblock them, and then if you catch them, you can block them, which they would hate. But this is what goes on. Like, they want to block you so they can be in control of everything. They do. If a narcissist blocks you first, does that mean that they're done? No, not absolutely not. It doesn't mean that they're done. Because I gave you the example earlier that you can be living with this person and blocked. Y'all can be living together and be blocked. So blocking doesn't mean the relationship is over. Sometimes y'all still together and they're blocking you to hide things. Like, so sometimes if y'all break up and you break up with them, yeah, they'll block you first on everything so that they can control the form. If they're not done with you, they can control the flow of communication. Because if I block you, that, like I said, if I block you, that means so many different things. Like, if I block you, I'm in control. I really, really am. If I block you, I'm truly the one that's in control. And what can you do about it? Nothing. I mean, some platforms you can go and find them and block them back, right? But not all the time. That doesn't always happen like that, right? So most times in these scenarios, in these situations, you are the one right here that's, like I said, that should be in control. But so, like I say, if you want to be done with them and they block you first, they're going to be in control. They're going to feel like they're in control because you have to be ready. Because if they do, on the off chance that they do unblock you and message you, you have to be ready to block them back. I know some of y'all are not at that point yet because you want some closure. You want to keep the door open just in case they change for some reason. I get it. But they're not going to change their behaviors. The blocking stuff, like I said in the beginning, is a power trip. Sometimes they block you to punish you. Like me blocking you or the narcissist blocking you is literally putting you on some type of punishment because they feel like you've done something wrong. Like, I'm putting you on punishment because I feel like you've done something wrong to me. Like, you either sometimes you went through my Instagram DMs and saw what I was doing. So now I'm going to block you. You saw me doing something. You saw me liking somebody's pictures or whatever on Facebook. Now you're going to block me. Now I'm going to block you. You see what I'm saying? To punish you. Blocking sometimes is punishment to hold you accountable for something that I have done. Yeah, I can put it onto you. I can blame you for it. But at the end of the day, I'm holding you accountable for something that I myself have absolutely done. And that's a tough cookie to swallow, a tough pill to swallow when you're dealing with an abusive, manipulative, narcissistic person. I think we all attest to that right there. When you're dealing with somebody that has this type of mentality, it's very difficult because it's a very childish thing on their end. They will block you for childish reasons. You're blocking them to heal. They'll block you for childish reasons because you ask questions about who this person is that they follow. And they're leaving heart eyes and eggplants and peaches and the splash emojis under their pictures and stuff like that. Like, who is that? Who is that person right there you just followed? And they'll be like, wow, you so insecure. Let me go ahead and block you so this doesn't cause any more issues in our relationship. Like, yeah, blocking does not solve the issue. If you're living with somebody that has you blocked on social media, it might be time for you to make some decisions, right? I'm not telling you to leave, but something's going on behind the scenes. But I know what some of y'all are going to say. Well, Lee, I'm not the narcissist and I have them blocked. And what should I do? I have them blocked on social media because they always try to make issues and they're going around telling me to block my parents, block my mom, block my dad, block my brother. So I just feel like blocking them just lets me have that peace. Blocking, if you have to block your narcissistic partner while you're living together, that's not going to really solve any issues. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound, right? It's still there. It's still bleeding. It's just like covered up. It's like for decoration. The problem still exists, right? The problem is absolutely still there. It's just being covered up by something. So, but narcissistic people, they think that they're solving the issues when they're blocking you. Like, if I block you first, I solve the issue of communication. I solve the issue of wondering whether or not I still have some type of access to you. I solve the issue of maybe you seeing what I have going on my social media stuff. Like, you see what I'm doing, you see who I'm talking to, you see that I have a new supply. The new supply might be your brother, might be your sister, might be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? The new supply can be so many different people that it's crazy. It really is. So that's what I'm just telling people in these situations. Like, you're dealing with a narcissistic person and they have you blocked or they blocked you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end, because sooner or later they could absolutely unblock you at any time and then start to message you, try to get back into your life, send you pictures, tell you that they miss you. Like, I miss you. Look, I know I got you blocked. Hey, I'm just going to unblock you for the day because I miss you. I really wish things didn't end the way that they did end, and I miss you so much. You don't have to text me back. I'm blocking you. I'm going to, after I send this, I'm blocking you again. I just want to let you know how I feel. Bye. Bloop. They'll send it, make sure it's delivered, and then block you. Sometimes they'll do that type of stuff, y'all. It is a very childish dynamic. It's very childish to deal with somebody like this. It's very difficult to deal with somebody that has such a childish mentality, right? Especially if you have if you're raising a kid or kids with somebody that's childish, it's an extremely tough endeavor to take on, because they're going to keep doing this type of stuff. They'll block your kids, right? They'll block the kids if they feel like it's necessary. So to answer the question, is it over if they block you? Not necessarily. Sometimes, I think very rarely it is. I don't say very rarely. I think sometimes it is. But most times they block you because they still want some type of access. They still want some type of control. They want to have the power over you. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Y'all know I really appreciate every single one of y'all. Mentalhealness.net for my courses. My courses have been helping a lot of people. You can check out my courses, Finding Your Why and Understanding the 7 Stages of a Narcissistic Relationship. Those courses are meant to help you understand what you went through and also heal from it as well. Mentalhealness.net. And you can also enter the code MOTHERS or FATHERS for 50% off the courses and whatnot. Hit that subscribe button, and I am out. Peace.